All right, it's a slow pace coming into turn number 4. Shagnon on the point, setting it. Here they come off turn 4 on the hammer, green flag. Mike Shagnon's on the inside, Ricky Frenier's on the outside. They're almost even off 2. Now Frenier noses ahead down the backstretch. Mike Wells giving a little push to Mike Shagnon down the backstretch into 3. Shagnon pulls back even on the inside. Door-to-door racing off the 4th turn. Here comes Shagnon back for the lead. Ricky Frenier had the lead at the stripe by about half a foot. Now Shagnon sticks the nose out in front off turn number 2. Dead even down the backstretch again. Side by side racing into turn number 3. Shagnon slides up the track. Opening on the inside. Can Wells get there? No. Shagnon hangs on to the lead. At 86, bad push up the racetrack. Rick Frenier in the 77 had no place to go. He ended up getting pushed up the track. Here comes Mike Wells. Mike Wells in the 76 finds room to the inside of Shagnon. That 86 again, bad push up the racetrack. Shagnon's back to second. Ricky Frenier in the 77 trying to get down to the inside. Sliding up off turn number 2. That opens up some room for Richie Turner. Here comes Turner in the 17 going for third. On the outside, still Frenier in the 77, still fighting for that racing position with Turner. Turner coming after him in turn number 1. He's going to take third. Skip Liberty looking to follow through. Liberty trying to get to that back bumper of Turner down the backstretch into 3. Take that spot away from Frenier. They're at even for 4. Shagnon again, bad loose into turn number 4. Shooting up the track. Number 86 right now is Evil. That car doesn't want to go where Shagnon wants it to. And he is really fighting that race car. Skip Liberty in the 59 crawls up behind the number 86. Here's where Shagnon really been having a tough time. Again, you can see that car jerk to the right. Skip Liberty trying to get to the inside. Little contact in the 1. Shagnon hanging on to it. Jamie Begor in the 19 got shifted to the outside as he had to get on the binders. Not quite sure where the 86 was going, and he might have had some help getting shot up the track. Leader is Mike Wells in the 76. Again, Mike Shagnon in the 86, bad loose off turn number 2. Rick Frenier is going to pass him on the inside. Jamie Begor moving through on the inside. 2 laps to go out front for Mike Wells. Mike Wells, Richie Turner, Skip Liberty. Best race right now is for the 4th spot. Frenier in the 77, Begor in the 19. Frenier moved into that 4th spot, perhaps a little contact when Begor got on the binders trying to avoid Shagnon. White flag. Final time around for Mike Wells. Here's Begor going for 4th. That battle continues for the 4th position. But out front, here come the leaders off turn number 4. Checkered flag. Mike Wells gets it. Richie Turner second. Third to Skip Liberty. 4th, it's going to be Jamie Begor. 5th to Rick Frenier. 6th goes to Mike Shagnon. Danny Sullivan 7th. In final row, Jerome Laporte in the 00. And Bucko Branham in the 17. Green flag. Again, Bucko Branham driving the number 17 U.S. Border Patrol Modified tonight. Out front, Craig Riel in the CO2. Running in the 2nd spot, Greg Atkins in a 1. 25 Modified signing into the Airborne pits tonight. 3 wide down a backstretch. Here comes Aaron Barnaby in the B3. Barnaby is up to 3rd. Craig Riel leading out front. Greg Atkins is running 2nd. Aaron Barnaby in the B3, 4th place in points. Running in the 3rd spot. He's got room to the inside of Atkins. Atkins slams the door off 4. Again, Atkins runs a higher line. Look out! Contact up into 2. Atkins hangs on to it. Barnaby gets 2nd. 3rd, K.A. Up to 4th is Richard Tesseur. Bucko Branham running to try to get that 5th spot. Craig Riel opening the lead up. Now 4 car lengths the advantage over Aaron Barnaby. Chris K.A. running solid in third. Richard Tisser is fourth, halfway. Barnaby now running down Craig Rio. Looking to the outside, problems on the CO2. Craig Rio limping around down the inside, smoke billowing from the CO2 modified. Looks like problems for the power plant of the CO2. Aaron Barnaby the leader. Chris K.A. is running second. Third, Richard Tesser in the 49. Bucko Branham running in the fourth spot in the number 17 modified. Greg Atkins is fifth. Andy Powell is sixth. Seventh is Jerome Laporte. Barnaby out front and pulling away from Chris K.A. 2 laps to go for Aaron Barnaby. Barnaby really increasing the advantage lap by lap over Chris K.A. Fourth in points. He'd like to get win number 1 tonight, and he's got the white flag. Final time around for Aaron Barnaby in the D3. Here he comes into turn number 4. The win in qualifier number 2 goes to Aaron Barnaby. Chris K.A. second, Richard Tisser third, Bucko Branham fourth, fifth to Greg Atkins, sixth to Andy Powell. And Dubuque and Haywood are in row 3. Benware and Stokes are in row number 4. All right, qualifier number 3, Renegades, under green. And from the outside, row number 1, Keith Pelkey sticks his nose in front. Down the backstretch, Cody Kilburn. Hey, look at the room to the inside. He's going to take advantage of it. Kilburn moving to the inside of Brian Pugh, backed out, little contact. There goes Pugh up the track. And the race leader off turn 4 is going to be Keith Pelkey. Dan Dubuque and the 11 Lance Raptoy racing for the third spot. Raptoy pushes up the track off turn number 2. Dubuque in the 61 coming back on the inside, racing for third. Nick Haywood's got a great view of that battle for third. He runs fifth in the Warren Tire number 29. Out front, it's Keith Pelkey. Lance Raptoy completes the pass of Dan Dubuque. He's in third. Dubuque is fourth in the 61. Fifth is Nick Haywood in the number 29. Then Travis Stokes running in position number 6. Brian Pugh is back to 7th. And 8th is Scott Benware in the 56. Out front, Keith Pelkey continues to show the way. Pelkey took the lead on lap 1 off of turn number 2. Cody Kilburn has not let him out of his sights though. Challenge for 4th. Dan Dubuque pushing up off 2. That opens up racing room for Nick Haywood in the number 29. Here comes Nick moving to the inside. He'll take 4th away off the 4th turn. Halfway in the third and final qualifier for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division. Monster Energy Drink Bombers will hit the half mile next for their qualifier. Out front right now, Keith Pelkey. He's got 1 win in 2008 in the Bourgeois IGA number 24. 15th in the point standings. Cody Kilburn is just outside the top 10. A good result for Cody tonight. Maybe he'll get into that top 10. He is 11th in the point standings, 9 points out of 10th. 2 laps to go for Keith Pelkey. Lance Raptoy in the 11, feeling the heat from Nick Haywood in the 29. Haywood had looked to the outside, got a little loose, and that allowed Lance to pull away, leading by a car length for that third spot. White flag for Keith Pelkey in the lead and out front. Cody Kilburn second. Car length and a half back to Lance Raptoy in third. Nick Haywood in the 29 going to the outside again, trying to take that third spot away. Good battle for third. Here comes your leader off turn number 4. He's going to win it. Keith Pelkey in the 24. Cody Kilburn second. Almost dead even to the line, but it looked like Raptoy might have hung on by inches in the number 11. Holding off a hard-charging Nick Haywood on the outside in the number 29. Haywood will...
Tim Gadway inside row 4, outside Speedy Brissett. That's your field, ready to go. Qualifier number 2 for the Bombers is underway. That's a good jump on the outside for Richner. He's going to grab the lead. April Bordeaux sideways and contact with the 0-2 of Chad Collins. Both those cars try to refire and will stay green. Grape Ape's going to lead him off turn 4 to lap number 1. Josh Terry looking for a way by in the 43. Timmy Gadway on the move in the 63, as is Speedy and the 0-2 of Eric Riel. Grape Ape doing a good job of keeping the 21 at the bottom of the racetrack. And now Gadway looking at the outside of the 43. Speedy's right there. Top 4 cars throw a blanket on. Richner leads the way. Gadway outside. On the inside, it's the 43 of Terry. Halfway. Now Gadway moves alongside Richner up the backstretch. The 43 of Terry went to the outside. That's going to cost him a couple of spots. He's now back to 4th. Speedy Brissett right now onto the back bumper of the Grape Ape. 2 to go. Richner continues to lead it. He has led every lap. Speedy is second on the inside of Gadway. Gadway's trying to get it done on the outside, but he has not been able to get in on that 21 car. This time they'll come off turn 4 with 1 to go. Scott Richner trying to win a qualifier for the second consecutive week, but here comes Speedy Brissett looking to the deep inside. Richner shuts the door. Brissett has to back off. Gadway taking another shot on the outside. It's still Richner in the lead. Brissett second. Gadway third. Down the stretch they come, and your winner is Scott Richner. Timmy Gadway second. Third spot goes to Speedy. And once again, the Grape Ape will serenade us with his song. 2 weeks in a row, the Grape Ape has got to sing for you. And he kicks off his birthday celebration in style with a win in his qualifier tonight. A nice round of applause for the Grape Ape, Scott Richner, the driver of car number 21. He wins the second qualifier for the Bomber Division. At your field, first of 2 Warrior qualifiers is ready to go. McCormick on the inside as they are already 3 wide up the backstretch. Collins uses that inside line to grab second, and now Bobby LeVere gets third. Paretta is hung out and fallen back. LeVere swings the 5 to the outside, and he'll go side by side with the 0-2 of Collins. Dave Demore's 86 is off the pace. He's headed back to the garage area. LeVere now has second on the outside, but Collins battles right back on the inside. They're trying to find a way by Jeff McCormick, who leads the way. McCormick in the 17W is your leader. Now LeVere drops back to the inside as they headed up the backstretch, and Billy Twaits is on the move in the 69. He moves alongside Collins in the 0-2 and goes by as they head into turn 4. He'll take third halfway. Justin Donor now 4th as Jimmy Collins is back to 5th. McCormick drifts high off 2, and here comes LeVere on the inside. Bobby LeVere inside, outside. McCormick in the 17. LeVere takes the lead, and Donor will follow him through and take second. 2 to go. Bill Twaits now has inside positioning. He'll take the number 3 spot. LeVere is squarely off 2, and here comes Donor for the lead. Justin Donor, your leader. Billy Twaits is going to get second. Outside, the 5 of Bobby LeVere. Back to the number 3 spot. 1 to go. Collins is now 4th. Some contact between the 69 and the 5 as they head into turn 2. Lavere is going to try to come back on the inside as they take it into turn 3. Justin Doder has 3 car lengths on the battle for the number 2 spot. Side by side for second. No doubt about your winner. It's Doder in the 1. Outside, Twaits gets second. Lavere gets third. Jimmy Collins fourth. 5th spot at the line will go to Jeff McCormick.